Hey, it's Mastering Monday. I'm Sean Callagy of Callagy Law. We're here to connect and share with warriors like yourself committed to a life of growth and mastery. Just coming back from France in the Tony Robbins Platinum trip, and when I think about mastery, man, like you look at that organization and what Tony Robbins has done, and it's so absolutely impressive. This is a guy that didn't go to college, was a janitor at some point in time, not putting that down, but now he's standing in front of groups of people, 15,000 people at a time. He's worked with presidents, top sports teams. And when I was sitting in Platinum in Monaco, I was thinking as I looked around the room, this was his Platinum coaching group, and there was about 260 plus people that were there on this trip. And these are people that were there for a lot of different reasons, but one thing they have in common is these are people who've achieved some really masterful results in a variety of areas in their life. And obviously everybody is there because they want more in some area. But I was thinking about what Tony Robbins must think about, feel like, as he reflects on the dreams he had at one point. And he saw himself at some juncture of wanting to have a life that was different, of different levels of abundance in different areas. And I'm not even talking about money, I'm talking about impact. And the impact that he's having on this group of people, the larger groups that he does at seminars like Unleash the Power Within, his Business Mastery, and whatever else. And it's such a level of inspiration. And I think that's what I want to talk about really briefly, is a lot of times our egos can get in the way. And I'm certainly a really proud person about the results I produced. I have big dreams, and it'd be easy to sit in a room that Tony Robbins created and try to make up reasons why he's been so successful if he's done things that I haven't done or somebody else hasn't done. And instead, mastery is about ego subjugation, to sit there and say, hey, what can I learn from this person that's create these incredible results? Not to become a fan and put them on a pedestal, but to say they obviously have mastered some distinctions in certain ways that I haven't yet. And finally, when you think about Mastery Monday, just please think about behavioral science. Think that this isn't like hocus pocus, and it's not about motivation. There's an entire science that developed around how people produce results in all the areas of their life, about peak performance and how you use your body, peak performance and how we influence and connect with folks. And an awesome person that we heard speak out there, and I'll talk more about this in the future, was Cialdini, who wrote Persuasion, and he's a professor at Arizona State University. So I want to thank Tony Robbins and his team for bringing in the professor, and what an awesome job he did. And what was most powerful wasn't these ideas of an influence, it was the studies and the empirical data that he described. So what's the point for today? The point for today is think about ego subjugation, think about what we can learn from people who produce results that you haven't produced yet. Understand this is about behavioral science. We talk about mastery, it's science. This is not about hocus pocus and magic and motivation or drinking Kool-Aid. It's science. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Tony Robbins, your organization. France is absolutely incredible. I'll be talking more about that in the future. Have an awesome day. Thanks.